So this is a small tip that I have posted on Facebook a few times about RV windows. So this is what you should do during the winter, because that foil stuff, that reflectics, whatever it's called, that bubble wrap, does not really do anything when you place it on top of the window. Because the problem with these RV windows is that they leak a lot of air through the frame. This frame that's inside, this leaks a lot of air, especially the metal ones that are, you know, the ones that are metal on the outside, because all that air goes in through all those little metal ridges, and then it leaks through here, through the frame of this window, and all the windows for that matter. So here is my tip. Well, first of all, do not use the black Gorilla tape, because I did that my first time, my first winter, and as you can see, when I ripped off the black Gorilla tape, it came off with the wallpaper, and it left all this residue on the window. So you want to use the clear Gorilla tape. Another thing that this helps with is condensation. During the winter, you're gonna get condensation no matter what you do, but I would rather have my condensation on this drip down in the inside of my RV where I can see it. And you know, if some of this wood in the inside that I can get to needs to be replaced, so be it. But when you don't see the condensation, it's on the window, and it goes in between the frame, and it goes into your walls. That's why a lot of RVs rot on the windows, because all that condensation goes in between the frame and it rots the inside. So you get a lot of rotting right where the window is. You can see it here where mine started to get moisture the first few years that I had it, and I was wondering where that was coming from until I realized that it was the condensation that's on the window, and then it goes in through the frame of the window and into the wall. Now I'm going to take this tape off. I'm going to take this plastic off and the tape in the frame and show you what I do to keep my RV warmer and keep all that air from coming in. Okay, so I have taken the plastic off. I've taken this plastic off. You can buy this at Walmart. It was $13, and I was able to cover my windows for 2 years with the plastic. So there's plenty on there. Like I said, there's a lot of residue from the first time I did it with the black Gorilla tape. So what we want to do is take off this frame off the window. Okay, I'm gonna take this frame off and I'll be back. I've taken off a few screws, but you can see here clearly how there's a gap between the window and the frame, and all that condensation for me, and I'm in the Southwest, so it's dry out here, and I still, all that condensation would puddle right in here on the window, and then it would get in behind the frame here and then just go into the wall. And plus there's some holes on the window here so that water can drip out. So that condensation, the water, it drips out, but doesn't always work properly, you know, especially like it'll freeze. Like you wake up in the morning and you'll see the water frozen dripping from the window. so it'll freeze, clog the holes, and then the rest of the condensation will just go into your wall and rot your wall. Okay, I've taken all the screws off of the frame. Now I can pull the frame off, and you can see what happens here. So the water will get, so the frame touches this right here, and all that water just gets in here. The frame touches this, and all that water will just go behind the frame and then just get on your wood. And you can see it here. This is where mine was just getting soaked the first couple of winters that I had my RV. And also where all that air leaks during the winter, and you just can't seem to warm up your RV because these windows on RVs just let all the draft come in. They're terrible. So through those little holes that are outside, all that air will just come in right through here, just blow right in. And with these metal ones, you know, all the air will come in through the little cracks on the metal where all the metal is joined together, and then just come right through here. So that's why you have to cover the window from the inside to block the air completely out. You have to cover the window from the inside. I've seen people say that from the outside works. Yes, from the outside it'll work, but on this metal RVs, it's better if you just cover it from the inside. Plus, that'll keep the condensation on the inside of the RV where you can see it. Another thing I did to my other windows is I put expanding foam insulation all in this crack, and then I put the frame on, so that helps out a lot to keep some of that air out. Plus the cover works great. Also, when I was explaining about the expanding foam on here, also it's a good idea to check the door. I had like when I first got it, I can actually feel the draft coming in here. So when I took the little frame that was on the door off, you can see this big gap up here that I filled up with foam, and all that air was just coming right through that big gap. So I took this frame off also, and I insulated the whole door frame the same way I did to the windows, to block some of that draft from coming in here. So this is the window. These are the little weep holes that all that air comes in through. And then also with this metal ones that I said, the air will get in through there, through all those joints, and it'll leak through the frame, and you can really feel that during a windy day.